today's video. Today we're gonna make creamy shrimp risotto. Uh, Very easy to make, delicious tasting. So let's get started. We got our fire going with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. We seasoned our shrimp. I seasoned it with paprika, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic, a little bit of parsley. People use Italian seasoning or other kinds of seasoning. You could do that also. All depends on your taste. So we're gonna put these shrimp in. We're gonna start cooking them. Cook them for like 4 to 5 minutes, and then after that, take them out, and we'll start the next process, which is starting with the garlic and the onions, and then the rice. So we'll put all these shrimp in there and get them started. When we come back, guys, we'll show you the next step. So stay tuned. We just finished making our shrimp. We're gonna transfer that, and then we're gonna start our onions and garlic seasoning and getting that started. We'll be back. Stay tuned. Back. We're gonna add in our garlic, 4 cloves. After that, we're gonna add in our half of yellow onion. We put those in. Next thing we're gonna add, I'm gonna move this around, get it a little brown first. We're gonna add in our onion after. There's our onion, we're gonna add it in right now. Here's the onion, we're gonna add in there. 1 white or yellow onion, you can use half of it. Chop it. Put that in there. After we get this nice and situated, we're gonna add in 1 cup of our arborio rice, mostly used for risotto and paella, and we'll cook that for about a minute or so after, and then we'll start adding in our broth. Stay tuned, guys. We got our onions and garlic nice and brown. We're gonna add in our 1 cup of rice. We're gonna mix this around and cook it for about a minute or so. When we come back, guys, we're gonna start adding in our broth. Some people use white wine. You can use any kind of broth, chicken, vegetable, or seafood, but we're gonna use chicken for this one. And I'm gonna start pouring it in, and we'll show you guys when we get back. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. We just let our rice cook for about a minute or so. We're gonna add in 2 cups of our broth. We're gonna let that start cooking. We're gonna try to let that absorb, and then we're gonna start adding in. We're gonna let that absorb first. Then we're gonna add another cup of our broth, and then another cup after, not all at once. So stay tuned, guys. We're gonna let this settle and absorb. Welcome back. We see that our rice is absorbing most of the broth. We're gonna go in there and we're gonna add another cup of broth to there, 1 at a time this time, not all at once. And we're gonna add in we're gonna put in peas in ours. I like the peas in ours. So we're gonna dump in the broth again. We're gonna let that absorb, and we're gonna throw in some peas in there. We're gonna let that cook and get all that to absorb again. And then we're gonna do 1 more cup of broth. And when we're done with that, we're gonna add in our shrimp and Parmesan cheese and parsley. And we'll be done to serve it and eat it. Should be nice and creamy. We'll be back, guys. We'll come back, we're gonna add some seasoning to it, or you know what, better yet, let's do it now. We're gonna add in a little bit of paprika in there. We're gonna add in about a half a teaspoon of paprika. Next thing we're gonna add is a little bit of, like I said, people use Italian seasoning. You can use whatever you want. We'll put some onion powder in there. This is garlic and pepper we mixed in there. And You can also put adobo if you want in there. But we're gonna cook this, and when we come back, guys, we're gonna add the shrimp and the cheese, and we'll be back, guys. We're gonna add our last cup of broth. We're gonna put that in, and we're gonna make this the last time. We're gonna let it absorb, and then we're done. We're gonna add our shrimp, our Parmesan cheese, and some parsley. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back. We're gonna add in our half a cup of Parmesan cheese. We're gonna add in our parsley, and we're gonna mix this all together. We're gonna add in our shrimp. Here's our shrimp. Here's our shrimp. And we're gonna mix this all together in there in a second. And we're gonna mix it in. We'll show you when we come back, guys. Stay tuned. Making our risotto. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. A lot more to come. Stay tuned, guys.